Hey everybody, my name is Tino Struckmann, for those of you who don't know me, and I can't possibly believe there's any of you left. I am a military historian. I am also a generally hopeless romantic, and since it's a Valentine's Day, and I just spent the last 3 hours making love to various gym equipment at the gym, I thought I should share with you some of my successful dating advice and give you guys a heads up, because I know who you are, I know how you are. Military historians and soldiers and history interested. You love to spend your days reenacting or watching documentaries, so all of a sudden you wake up one day and it's Valentine's Day, and there's that very special someone, or the one you kind of hope to be that special someone, that you want to take out. But your mind is still buried in the mud and mire and forts and bunkers of the First and Second World War. That is not always conducive to romance. So, given the tested, tried, and well-known fact that you take dating advice from a man in a graphic t-shirt seriously, this is my advice to you on this Valentine's Day. And being a sexual tyrannosaur, or some sort of dinosaur anyway, you gotta take it from me, because I'm gonna give it to you straight. And for those women out there who, well, you pretty much should know that men are just men and should be forgiven for the fact, since you are cerebrally incredibly far more advanced than we are, and any man who will do any of the, to be listed things, well, heck, if you like him, I suggest you just forgive him and, rub it in for the rest of your lives and get him to buy you a bigger ring next time, and next time, do not mention it again. But let's start. For you men, you should probably not invite your date home to watch the director's cut of Schindler's List on Valentine's Day. It's not all you think it is for a date. Also, a girl may not understand just how cool you are if you suggest you go home and watch all the compiled speeches of Hermann Goering, even if they're in stereo. Now, also, suggesting to her that you take a ride in your little tank, it didn't work for Lieutenant Gruber, and it won't work for you. And most of you will not even get the reference, so see how flat that goes. But I can tell you, being a man of the world of experience, I can say that making out in any armored vehicle, military tank, no matter how cool a piece of armor it is really not as hot as you think it might be. It is not a romantic experience. So I can strongly suggest that you do not crawl into that piece of cold armor and try to make out with your girlfriend. And it will result in a whole lot of torn things, including stockings. But it is Valentine's Day, so that should be a given anyway. Also, as you all know, I crawl through bunkers and lots of tunnels, suggesting to your girlfriend that you explore some old tunnels together. Yeah, it's going to be misunderstood, and you're probably going to be cut severely by a broken bottle. Also, mentioning casually over dinner just how hot you think Eva Braun looks in a bikini. Now, that's not going to get you to dessert at all. Even if you bought that very same bikini for your date, it also ain't going to work. So, historical bikinis to historical pictures, girlfriends? No, just pass on that one. And also, chastising your date in the restaurant for simply not being able to understand just how devastating a two-front war was for Germany, it's not going to get her hot or bothered. Just bothered. So, and also, wondering out loud in the restaurant if Marie Antoinette's breasts really were used to model French champagne glasses, as we're told. And thereby segueing into suggesting that maybe your date, she could model pint-sized beer mugs. That's not going to get you where you want to go. And trying to salvage the situation by suggesting she could model something smaller like a shot glass is really probably just going to get you punched in the face. I know you think that might be funny, but yeah, that's the reality, and this is why we're here, to reality of dating. It is a different animal. Now, trying to explain to your date over dinner, romantic candlelights, of just how cool you think the paint scheme of the late Panzer IV and the late war was, that's also not going to work. It will ensure that she's probably going to go home with a winner. If your date shows up in long black boots, and so do you, and you want to compare, chances are you have derailed yourself. However, if she's impressed by your long black boots, you may look forward to a night of light bondage, whipping, and listening to music by Melina Dietrich. Also suggesting a Valentine's World War II theme night should be something that's right out the window. Don't go there. It will not go as you have fantasized about. That's something you ask about way down the line. And of course, if you're dating that cute Jewish girl, explaining to her in detail what your German grandfather did during the war may also be something you should avoid. Or not, I'm not entirely sure on that one. I hear different things. Now, this is a story that is true, that a young man that I knew out in the South did, but picking up your date from her parents' house while wearing your SS Liebstandarte reenacting uniform that you're so proud of will create an adverse future relationship with the in-laws that's probably not going to be your in-laws anyway. Alright, taking your date for Valentine's Day on a picnic and feeding her equivalent to Civil War hardtack and trying to impress upon her that you're also wearing authentic 1776 underwear will not impress on her. However, it may give you a future dental bill. Hardtack. Seriously. And also, if you think it might be a brilliant idea to suggest to your date that you should go home and rewatch all my videos, you're pretty much certain she will go home with the waiter. Now, suggesting that you buy your wife that really cool Harley you just saw on eBay will go over just exactly as well as last year when you suggested and bought her that cool bowling ball with your initials on it that is still imprinted on your car hood. You have to learn, Grasshopper, from your past mistakes. And an important thing that's all military historians and real men would do, making fun of your date for driving a Prius is really not appropriate. I mean, don't you think she knows that she screwed up with the lifestyle choice she made when she bought the bloody thing? Let it go. Take her and buy her a Bronco. And more importantly, if you actually manage to survive Valentine's Day and get a date with a girl that will watch documentaries with you, just don't buy that World War II helmet, buy her a ring, and get married. And like I said, the advice for the girls, if any of the guys does any of this, just remember, you're smarter than we are. You're just also prettier, and that's must be why we're so distracted that we do such dumb things. Now, I hope you have learned something, and you have a wonderful Valentine's Day. I'll see you going back to World War I and World War II over the weekend. I'll see you in the chat.